All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Excuse my air conditioning in the back. It was almost 90 degrees in Detroit today, so I had to turn it on, and it's starting to cool down. So, like I said, excuse the air conditioning in the back. Appreciate everybody in the building. Shout out to Nicole Johnson, already in the chat. So, appreciate everybody that will come in. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Twitter is the fastest way, then Facebook. Well, Twitter, Instagram, then Facebook if you need to get in touch with me. I will probably get back at my earliest convenience. Other than that, y'all see we talk about today canceling Doja and Nicki Minaj for two totally different reasons, though. Eminem tried to steal from the Polka Dot King, Kwamé. For those of us who old enough to remember Kwamé, the rapper, he turned into super producer. And I'll tell a little bit of his story. And Dr. Dre says social media is hurting artists' mystique. So those are the things we talk about today. Before we get into all that, make sure you check out our sponsors. They offer a variety of different services. First sponsor, and the first sponsor I really actually had was the Health Blaze. You can catch them at www.thehealthblaze.com. The website is in the promo. The website and promo code is in the description. If you need organic, 100% all natural products, they are there. From lotions, toothpaste, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant. Hit them up. They take PayPal, credit card, debit card. They're really solid people over there. So make sure you check out the Health Blaze and use that promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. You get 18% off. And don't forget cell phone recyclers, buyers recyclers. They want to buy your iPhones or probably some other phones as well. You hit the number on your screen. You can check their social media and website out. That's in the description. You know, they want to buy your cell phones. They shoot you cash for them. So, you know, holla at cell phone buyers recyclers. They got you another black-owned business. And don't forget, check out my boy Dame J, new album, No Regrets, straight from VA. I'm telling you, 10 hot tracks. I've got great responses from the album. He got a visual coming out, so I'm going to plug y'all in with the visual. And I'm going to get the album review done pretty soon. So check him out on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. When I say professional grade engineering and mixing, no basement shit here, man. Shout out to Dame J from VA. Y'all gonna support him and stream that album, Apple Music too. So we already talked about. We talk about Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj. They was canceling Doja Cat, and I didn't understand why. Okay, I kept digging and digging, and I couldn't find this racist shit. Not gonna lie, and I'm pretty good at researching. But if you follow my channel, kind of my videos have been a little bit erratic throughout the day. It's because I've been doing a little bit of renovation and cleaning and just, you know, moving and around. So I've been a lot busy, you know, during this quarantine, especially this weekend. So it came to me today that another video came out, the full video of the incel, whatever that chat she was on. Now, just looking at the chat she was in, to be honest, between us, those characters that she was talking to look hella suspect. I ain't trying to judge a book by its cover, but hey, they always judging black people by their cover. Matthew Tyler, salute. And they just look fishy. I'm looking at the people in that video, and you know, I did my research first, right? So when they said, you know, it was the first time 4 black women occupied the top 2 spots in the Billboard Top 100, I didn't know what the fuck Doja Cat was. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I did my research. Her mom is white. She don't speak to her daddy black. They say sometimes he comment on her Instagram post, but she doesn't speak back to him. So, right there and there, that raised the flag. From a minute ago, because we saw seeing her boyfriend, right there raised another flag, right? Anime, moo shit, that was a hot song, I'm not gonna lie, but it raised the flag to me. Was she trying to cross over to the black community? You know what I'm saying? And did she consider herself black? And that's one thing nobody ever really asked themselves. Only guy that I heard people make a fuss out of, is he black or not, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is very outspoken about his blackness. You feel what I'm saying? He even dumped a white chick for a black chick in Sierra. You don't see that shit every day. So, like I said before, if people coming in, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Sorry for the air conditioning, but shit, it's hot. What a kid say from dojacat out, he said, the forecast hit the D about 84, whatever the fuck he said. With 86 today in Detroit, but that's here nor there. But kind of red flags kind of raised to me, right? So I'm not completely shocked, but with Russell Wilson, a lot of black people gave him flack because it's that motherfucking it's that stigma black people got. If you proper, you clean cut, and you act like you came from some money, or you just act like you got some fucking sense, you ain't got your pants hanging up, oh you weird, or you nerdy, oh that ain't cool. You got good grades, they frown upon that. The dude with the sagging pants and oh he cool and he was hip. Yeah, now from like 15 to like 21, but when you get past that, when you get to 29, 30, 31, Letitia and Brittany, they want the Carltons and the Russell Wilsons after that time. And by that time, they done already got other women. White women, Indian women, Brazilian women, African women. You keep going on and on. And then the first thing they want to say, oh, he a sellout or he a swirler. Well, when he tried to get with the chick, you know, they wanted, y'all didn't want him. So, it's kind of that kind of thing going on with him. So, with Russell Wilson, a lot of people question his blackness, and he black. But it seems like the ones that don't identify as black don't come out here and say they black. Patrick Mahomes, dojacat, they get a pass until something like this come up. You know, and I'm going to read the tweet, what she said. Alright? She said, thinking about being black can make any sensible person depressed. Like, you think about it, it would... I can't see the whole tweet. They got it blocked out. But she said you think about it, about being white makes you so much more sense. And life would have value. So, they kind of cut it off. But that's what she said, right? So, she's saying being black is making her depressed and said, at least I'm thick, though. So, I mean, Jay Salute. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button and share the video. I mean, it don't really surprise me. It ain't like, you know, it ain't like finding out Malcolm X was a racist and he was secretly with the Ku Klux Klan, or Martin Luther King didn't have a dream. His dream was fake. Or, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like finding out Denzel Washington really don't like black people. To me, that's appalling. Find out Samuel Jackson didn't like his own people. That's depressing to me. Doja Cat, this is not a shocker to anybody that knows her, looks at her, seen her boyfriend, and a lot of people saying he the mastermind amongst this, and that's kind of just what they say, you know, about most racist people. You know, they kind of, speaking on her boyfriend, is they hate us, they hate, you know, certain people, but they wives be black. When I be here, or mixed, I don't want to hear that. When people talk about, well, you know, Vlad TV wife is black, I don't care about that, bro. I seriously don't care about that. Because a lot of racists, whatever it is embedded in them, they be racist, but they try to hide it by marrying black women. A lot of it is just jealousy. A lot of it, they want to be black. And her deep-rooted problems, with, deep-rooted problems with, you know, self-hate, and that's what they saying, Doja Cat got self-hate. Maybe that's due to the relationship she didn't have with her father. You know what I'm saying? And with women and teenage girls and girls in general, once you break their heart, once you what R. Kelly say, once a woman fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. That is the realest shit that anybody said in a song, in an R&B song. Because it's real. If a woman keep taking you back, but you completely burn that bridge, you feel what I'm saying? That bridge is 100% burned. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Women give you chance after chance, but once you cross them, they hold on to it forever. You know what I'm saying? So I think some of her self-hatred got to do some relationship with her father. And then again, her mother white. So ain't no telling, she probably has some resentment for her father not being there. And maybe she was sour on black people. Maybe she was racist to begin with. So racism ain't something you born with. It's something that you acquire over your lifespan. Maybe, like I said with her, maybe it's her mom, you know, was telling her she was tired of black people and black men ain't shit. Well, black women do that too. You know, the racism ain't something you just wake up and say I'm racist, or you come out the womb and say are you racist. That's something that you learn. That's something that's learned. Nobody comes out the womb hating nobody. And you gotta look at home. So if her mom didn't have a great relationship with her father, you know, maybe she holding on to something. I'm not trying to give her a pass, because she ain't even came out and defended it. or defended or put a statement out. And then they also said that in the song, she mocked Sandra Bland, you know, and said ditto, diddy, witty, whatever the hell she said. It was supposed to be a diss. So then again, there you have it. Anytime you got biracial people or people you can't really tell what their ethnic background is, just for the reference, always ask them and go research and see if they identify as being black. If you got to find out if somebody black or not, you know, especially if they've been in the game for a minute, that means they embrace their blackness. That's just the God honest truth. And if you don't want to be black, I ain't really mad at you. I ain't fucking with you. I'm just gonna keep it 100. But once again, in hip hop, this has been the year of the culture vulture. We allow anybody to come in and do it, put a hip hop beat on, and put a Nicki Minaj next to you, and say you hip hop, and oh, we love her. Nicki Minaj, Frederick Jackson, salute. Nicki Minaj was basically putting her on the pedestal. You feel what I'm saying? She kind of crossed her over to the rap game. You know, and that's true. Because when I was hearing that Moo shit, that's not no shit I would have listened to. A girl I worked with put me up on that song. And I'm saying it do got a cool vibe to it. It got a nice little vibe to the song, you feel me? Well, it ain't hip hop. You don't see how many hip hop people got anime in their video and doing shit like, you don't see Beyonce doing silly shit like that. She from somewhere, what, Southern California or somewhere? Talking about slam dunker. No fucking sisters talk like that. In her mind, she a white girl. But what you gotta remember is, anytime you got black in you consider black, biracial. And your father has the dominant gene. So that makes you black, but then again, she don't want to embrace it. Out of all the dudes in the world in California, she end up with that skinny white dude. Even if you famous, we done seen Megan Thee Stallion get famous and drop money bag, yo. You know what I'm saying? And pick up something, mess with Trey songs or whatever. You come in the industry and that dude probably did mind fuck her, but then again, her mother probably is racist. You know, but at least we didn't let her have this long Jordan era type of run or LeBron NBA final run in hip hop. When she did Say So, she that was her introduction as a guest in hip hop. Well, people thought she was black and like, oh, she can come in, but no, she's a guest in hip hop. Once again, and at least she didn't come in here and make a whole bunch of money. That's what Miley Cyrus did. She used Mike Will Made It to boost her hip hop appeal, and then she ran back to pop. She ran back to white people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, some of these married soccer white wives. You know what I'm saying? They pay for a hotel room for some black guy to break them off, and they keep them in secret. That's kind of what Miley Cyrus and Doja Cat doing. Doja Cat just, she didn't get a long run. Nasser L said we allow people to infiltrate our culture to eat. Yes, but a lot of that got to do with record labels. Record labels make you do what they want you to do, and people are like, oh, what is he talking about the record labels? If they want you to co-sign another artist, they gonna make you do a collab. So you think Nicki Minaj called up Doja Cat? She could have. She could have called her up and like, oh, let's do this song. But 9 times out of 10, the record label, they do that. And if you don't do what the record label say do, they gonna put you on the shelf. So a lot of time when you see your favorite artist do a song or say something nice about an artist that ain't nowhere in their genre, they gotta say that. So that's why I don't take what these dudes say for a grain of salt. They got a major signing. A lot of times they come to the barbecue because of the powers that be. When you see Jadakiss, you know, let's say he do a song with, I'm just saying I don't even know if they got a song. He do a song with Young Thug. That don't mix. Jadakiss do songs with Styles P and, you know, Havoc and Cassidy. That, you know, Benny Siegels and 50 Cent and Lloyd. He do shit with lyricists. You feel what I'm saying? But if the record label go to Jadakiss and say, we ain't gonna release your next album unless you do this song with Young Thug, do us this favor, he gonna do it. So the powers that be got a lot of power. Like when T.I. talk all this black shit. You know, let's talk about that for a minute. T.I. talk all this black hip hop shit, right? For one, he a 1-800 crime stopper snitch, right? For two, he co-signed Iggy Azalea. When it's all these black rappers out here, he could have co-signed Megan Thee Stallion. He could have co-signed Cash Doll. You know, he could have co-signed light-skinned Keisha down there in Atlanta. I mean, so many black artists you can co-sign. Out of all the black queens, he co-signed this, and she fine as hell, this white chick from Australia. Why? But then that's like motherfucking Martin Luther King running for president, or he going up there for "I Got a Dream" speech, and his best friend, the dude that's co-signing, if he go down, that's gonna take over for him is white. You feel what I'm saying? Hell no. So all these people that talk to blackers, you gotta watch out for them too, man. Even guys like Farrakhan, man. I don't believe shit of these dudes. And people say, well, why you feel so way about Christianity and pastors? Because it's all scandalous. He said Doja had like about 2 more hip hop songs left in her. Hold on, my screen went back. Black people was going to get her popping when she was going the pink route, going pop. He said, yeah, I mean, yeah, they was gonna lift her up. Like I said, I don't really listen to female rap, and I want to do a hip hop 1-on-1 stream this coming week about the state of female rap. I want to do that, man. I've been trying to get to it, but I haven't been able to get to it yet. So I want to do that stream. So that stream is coming. Just talking about the overall, and I kind of pay attention to it. You know, like I said, I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying, and you know all that shit. So I hear the songs, and I hear all the the female song. I want to talk about the state of female hip hop, but with Doja Cat, it is what it is. I'm glad she wasn't able to really put her entire foot in the black people hip hop community pot. And people were already saying her career is over with, but we all know people back rocking Gucci. Who was the other one that was with Gucci? I can't remember. It was Louis Vuitton, or it was the not Balenciaga, the one with the bubble coats. Moncler, they did some racist shit. Prada, it was Prada. Gucci, Moncler, and Prada had all racist products last year because I did videos on it. Black people still rocking Prada, Moncler, and Gucci. They still rocking them. So somebody in my comment section said, "Oh, we cancel anybody," but yeah, you cancel them and bring them back. You ain't never seen Nino say cancel that, and bring them back. No, you cancel it. But black people will cancel you and still support you. That's why people keep trying. Queen Voice salute. That's why people can do what they want to do. Because we cancel you, but people still gonna support you. They still gonna stream their music. Black people don't care. That's why hip hop is the easiest culture to infiltrate. You can walk in a hip hop. You can walk out of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Teriyaki Snitch 9 is just showing you it's just levels to this. It's levels. H&M good looking. It's levels to this. Coolest monkey in the jungle. People still go to H&M. I ain't never shopped at H&M. I went in there before, but I ain't bought no shit for myself. Not my type of store. Benjamin Foe. The hip hop community is the easiest one to infiltrate. You can come and go as you please. If Miley Cyrus wanted to walk back through them doors and do some hip hop production, they'll still do it. But once again, some of these dudes don't have it by choice. If you don't do what these people say do, they're gonna whiteball you out the industry. That's just the sad, honest truth. And I ain't knocking nobody. Do what you gotta do to put food on your family. If you ain't ashamed or you gotta do it, you gotta do it. But for her, she ain't gonna be completely canceled. People, we quick to forget and even quicker to forgive. You do all this shit and somebody's still gonna be playing our song. Still playing that shit. Well, Nicki Minaj on it. Well, I like it. I really don't care. Well, then again, a lot of people don't have no integrity. A lot of people fail to have integrity. They'll stoop as low as they can for $1. Or they'll stoop as low as they can for whatever cause they want to support. And that's just certain people. But she don't consider herself hate because she don't consider herself black. Imagine if motherfucking what's the dude that just ate a corn on the cob and knocked his teeth out? Jason DeLaRue or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever his name is. He pull up with a basic nerdy looking white chick. You know, like the white chick that the dude Ghost from Power had. You know how many fucking like eyebrows that were raised, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Just basic as hell. Normal, like you can find this bitch at 7-Eleven on a Sunday evening. You feel what I'm saying? How many people would fucking like blaze him and get at him? Oh, you really ain't black. You don't make R&B. You don't do this. You don't do that. And maybe he has went through it because I ain't never listened to his music. No offense to him. But nobody just questioned her boyfriend. Just look at how nerdy and look at how like he just looked like he racist. He looked like it. Nobody questioned her, questioned him. Zatumbo, salute. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody like, hey man, this dude look like he look funny looking. That right there should have told you where she stand. Everybody, ain't nobody ever think to ask her like, is you black? See, Cardi B said she identify with black. Fat Joe, he called himself Afro-Rican. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. At least he ain't saying he Euro-Rican. That's the number one question. Anytime somebody try to come up in the culture, man, you know, you got Vibe Magazine, The Source, they do a great job. Ebony, BET, all these black outlets, you know, that you get to interview with people, like biracial people or whatever. Ask them, man, like, do you consider yourself black? Do you respect the hip-hop culture? The vloggers in the media, they got a lot of shit. They got a lot to do. Like, what you think about, you know, the history of hip hop? You can even dress the question up. Like, what you think about the history of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be scared to ask them that question. Do you think you black? Anybody ever asked Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes don't think he a nigga neither. I put bread on the table, bruh. Put him on a lie detector test. Patrick Mahomes does not identify with being black, bro. How much y'all want to bet? Him and dojacat in the same boat. That's because Dutumbo makes people get a pass for everything that are not us. Exactly. He said, dog, look, bro. I told you, dude. JMJ 2121, what's going on, family? You know, we just talked about T.I. Iggy. He said she probably had a brother knock her down and toss her to the side and got saved by a cornball. I don't even think that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Her daddy black, but he ain't around. I think that's the issue. I guarantee you Patrick Mahomes don't identify as being black. Hey, bruh. I put the bread on it, dog. I put the bread on it, dog. Patrick Mahomes' mama looks straight Karen. She a straight Karen, I can tell you. And a lot of racist people, you know, like sleeping with the people they think they don't like. Because they mad that they can't be that. That's what it is. Jealousy. It's envy. It's a lot of Karens out here that's getting knocked down by their Quans. And I'm telling the God honest truth. It's a lot of Karens on here who get knocked down by the Quan. You know, getting paying for hotels not to be seen. You don't see no rich white woman with a broke black nigga on his arm for real. You see some basehead white women or some middle class or lower class white women at the most. You know what I'm saying? Black man, and I ain't even saying black man, white man, Indian, whoever you is. We the only species on the planet that'll take a broke chick and make her rich or make her wealthy. Over some $5 rainbow leggings, a $2 shirt from Rainbows, and some fucking shoes you can't pronounce. But a dude gotta put on this designer on, this Gucci, this Louis on, and then this girl who ain't never had a Louis bag and never afford one want you to buy her a bag. Just look how stupid the game is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas going broke to oppress broke bitches, in the great words of Detroit rapper Payroll. You rent this car, you get this Corvette for a woman, and she broke. She don't bring nothing to the table. No cooking skills, no child training skills, no nothing. If she can, all she can do is roll a blunt. Can't even plug a TV in. She said she messed with Sawaki P. Oh, I ain't even black. That makes a weirdo. Well, shout out to Nick Young though. A little weird to me, but we give it to him. I ain't gonna say he ain't black. He a little weirdo to me. But the game is messed up, bro. Women are getting smarter, bro, and men are getting dumber. But when anytime somebody come into the culture that's mixed or white, man, ask them about all the vloggers out here, man. Ask them the history about hip hop. Like, why do you want to be in hip hop? Why did you start, collabing with hip hop artists? Was it because Run DMC? Was it because Jay-Z and Linkin Park collaboration? Rick Rubin beat? Start asking them questions like that. What made you come into hip hop? They never ask them that question. They can just come on here and do as they please and take. All they do is take from us. And don't y'all notice all the great creations and stuff that black people have invented? You know what I'm saying? They try to cover it up and steal it from us, bro. We built this country, they take it. You know what I'm saying? We create all these great ideas and they take it. In about 20, 40, 50 years, they're going to be saying soul food was theirs. Tupac was a white man. Biggie was a white man. Big Pun was a white man. They're going to change history. He said, okay, so like Hector Quinn said, oh my bad, my screen keep going into screensaver mode. What was here from the beginning is like, I'm confused, not because like we playing white people be racist on the slides, but when black mixed people are racist, they get canceled. That's true. But what's different is a lot of people put their own expectations on people, Hector. They put their own expectations on people. Oh, I know she black. Oh, I know Patrick Mahomes black. I know Doja Cat thinks she black. And then when they turn around and they ain't black, they get canceled. You automatically assume somebody white is racist. Black people that have been on the planet long enough, that been through corporate America, you know what I'm saying, that went through some shit. If you've been through corporate America, you didn't encounter some white people that you thought was racist. Maybe they just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't. Or maybe they don't like you because you black. You can't, it could be either or. I work with some cool ass white people, man. I had a good rapport with them. Good, cool white. I ain't work with a lot of white people. A lot of white girls I work with, they were cool as hell. One of my favorite managers was white. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. But it's always about, some people you just think that's hard ass, you just get that feeling about. But when you expect racism from a white person as a black person that's been on the earth at least 25 years. You expect it. So when they cross you, it's like, alright, I knew it was coming. Ha 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 ha. The black man does die in this movie. You feel me? You expect this shit. I get it. When one is nice to you and they cool and they truly 100, it's a lot of 100 white people out here, bro, in this world. It's a lot of straight ones. But the bad apples mess it up for the rest of them. It's a lot of white people that go to, white friends that go to end the earth. Your brother, your sisters, your brothers, your mama won't bail you out. But a white person to bail you out quick, fast, in a hurry. I remember sometimes I couldn't get to work, man. White manager pick me up and drop me off with no problem. Not saying all white people is mad, but you got to keep your guard up. But so when a white person is racist, it's just confirming what you thought in your head from the first thought. It's different when you put your expectations on somebody that's mixed. You think they black. Oh, she got black daddy. She black. Then she like, oh, I'm not. She racist. You like, oh my God, she canceled. That's just the difference. It's the difference. A lot of people got their own expectations. But you've been on the planet long enough. People know I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. A lot of men think this way. They expect the worst, and then hope for the best. A lot of women, they approach life a little bit more optimistic. They hope for the best. They expect the best, and just if the worst to come, they come. That is what it is. So with Doja Cat, she didn't infiltrate fully. She didn't integrate herself with hip hop fully. She didn't get that chance. Not saying it won't happen, cause we known to forgive. She come out with some sob story. Oh, my dad left my life, and I haven't had very black people picked on me at school because I like anime, I like Pokemon, I like Digimon, and I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh at the nerd table. So black people frowned upon me, and that's my issue with black. And people say, oh, I feel her. Go ahead and come back to hip hop. Come on, man. You cancel, but black people know to cancel and bring you back. So it don't really surprise. It didn't shock. Nothing shocked me, but coming from her, it didn't shock me. It didn't. Now, if she had a black mother and a white daddy that ran off, and she was racist, then I would be a little bit more shocked. But she wouldn't have came out like this. You know, but hey, each his own. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. People say, why was Nicki canceled for doing a song with Doja? Oh, absolutely not. Nicki Minaj is expected to be the first artist to do a song with Tekashi Snitch 9, okay? She expected to be the first artist. So this song, I don't know, could be dropping. Now, they did a song before called Fifi. I don't know. Shout out to Chris Roy, salute. I don't know what the song was about. First time I heard 6ix9ine in Casanova was in Brooklyn when I went to a fight. So I had never heard of the nigga before. I couldn't believe that voice was coming out that little ass body, but you know, she is expected to collab with her. And Nicki Minaj basically got whiteballed by Miley Cyrus and her dad Billy Cyrus for disrespect to MTV Awards. Now, some people in my comment section say, oh, she made $29 million last year, this, that, and the third. A lot of that wasn't because of music. Nicki Minaj ain't had a hot song in how long? And the part of that is Cardi B, and a lot of that is she's been, you know, whiteballed off of radio. She no longer syndicated, you know. And people say, well, she got a hot song with Doja Cat. It's not her song, it's Doja Cat's song. You know what I'm saying? She doing all this talking about people, using people for clout, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't shock people with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is like Doja Cat to me. She's spineless. She is truly spineless. Nicki Minaj don't care how low she go to get what she need to get. She tried to protect her sex offender brother, right? She wrote a letter for him to the judge and lied about it, right? And tried to rationalize why her brother was a sex offender. She turned around, married a sex offender, right? Can't make this up. Before she married a sex offender, I think, she did a song with a sex offender in 6ix9ine. She got 3 affiliations with sex offenders. Brother, collab, married one. Why ain't nobody talking about canceling fucking Nicki Minaj? But y'all talking about canceling R. Kelly and what R. Kelly did, and R. Kelly did this and that. And now all of a sudden, Nicki Minaj got a song with a fucking self-hated racist in Doja Cat. You can't make this up, dog. You can't make this up. Yeah, she made the money off the endorsement like Rihanna. When the last time you heard Rihanna with a hot song? Last year, Rihanna was the highest paid entertainer in North America. Higher than Madonna, higher than Beyonce. When the last time Rihanna had a hot album? Nothing. She got a reggae album that's coming out. Rihanna made business deals and international model deals. People say, oh, she made 20. That's off endorsements. In the record business, she'll never have a hot album again. Same thing with 50 Cent. He got whiteballed by Jimmy Iovine, whatever reason that was, off radio. 50 Cent just switched the hustle up. Nicki Minaj just switched the muscle up. Hustle up. Get on Mike salute. So, my whole thing is, it ain't even Puma. Puma's a small percentage of that. She got international designer deals Rihanna got. You know what I'm saying? She got other deals that's paying her just as much, if not more money. But back to Nicki Minaj. Why everybody want to cancel everybody else in hip hop, but they keep giving this broad a pass? You know, and same thing with Snitch 9. He's a sex offender. If a snitch ain't nothing worse in this world than a sex offender, a child predator. Nicki Minaj got 3 affiliations with child predators, and it's being said that she knew her brother was a child predator. So if you knew your brother was a child predator and say nothing, what that make you? That make you better than R. Kelly? See, at least with R. Kelly, they got people saying that the parents knew what was going on and was getting paid off. If that's true, the only person worse than R. Kelly is the parents. If you selling or you taking money as your daughter being sex slaves getting peed on, who really bad? You think R. Kelly went on this long, 20, 30 years doing this shit with several sex tapes out that everybody knew was R. Kelly without the parents being paid off? It's just when you don't do what these people say do in Hollywood, they'll cancel you. You know what I'm saying? And for Nicki Minaj, why she ain't canceled? Everybody want to frown on this guy and say, oh, he's this, he's that. Look here, man. If a rat ain't good enough for you, what about a child predator? Imagine fucking DMX. They came out and said DMX was a child predator. I'm just using him as an example. How many people be canceling DMX? Just look at the difference. It's popularity contest. Eminem had 2 racist songs. Oh, I don't know if it's his voice. He came out and apologized and said, "Oh, black girl just just broke his heart." His brother came out and said he never dated a black girl. Yet then again, people go against the grain on Nick Cannon. Just look at it. It's self-hate. A lot of y'all niggas self-hate. Self-hatred, excuse me. Nick Cannon didn't put on more black people than anybody in the hip-hop world right now. Dude, Spanky from Detroit was on Wild 'N Out. He said he was getting $27,000 an episode at one point. Who feeding entertainers like that? Putting, battle rappers on there. But when Nick Cannon came out with valid receipts that Eminem acknowledged for being racist, for the most part, y'all canceled Nick Cannon. First it was protect Nick Cannon at all costs. When he was going to finish the Dr. Sebi documentary, protect Nick Cannon. But as soon as him and Eminem bump heads, because Eminem was obsessed with his wife that he walked away with, another black woman in Mariah Carey, y'all started going against the grain on Eminem. We went against the grain on Will Smith and Eminem. We went against the grain on Benzino. Benzino was the one that broke out the racist records. Just keep it 100. It's a popularity contest, bro. That's what rap beef about. Reason people say Drake beat Pusha T, or they quiet about Pusha T beating Drake. It's a popularity contest. Same thing with Cannabis and LL Cool J. Now social media has given artists more of a platform to get away with it at. You ain't real if you support Nicki Minaj and his sex offender consistent thing. It's consistent. Brother, a sex offender, try to defend him. Collab with 6ix9ine, about to be multiple times. He's a sex offender. You trying to protect him. You married a sex offender. Come on, why ain't nobody pointing this out? I ain't never been a fan of her music. I ain't never been a fan of her audio. I ain't never been a fan of her at all. Nothing she done. I still ain't watched Barbershop if she in. Talking about she the queen of New York. Brooklyn 718. She the queen of New York, right? Why the queen of New York doing a record with the rat of New York? Really, Cardi is the top dog of New York. Nicki Minaj had her time. And what she got to understand is, and I'm going to talk about this when I do the females hip-hop one-on-one this week. It could be as soon as tomorrow if I feel like it. But you got to understand, everybody had a day time in rap. You can't be on top forever, bro. People want to make you believe, Zach, salute, that Jay-Z was on top forever, but that's not true. When Reasonable Doubt came out, nobody listened. He even had a diss track. Dissing Tupac that nobody even knew existed. That's how fucking irrelevant Jay-Z was in the rap game until Pac and Biggie died. There's no disrespect to him. Reasonable Doubt was like a great investment that paid off long term. Remember Jason Weaver said to Vlad TV that his mother took $100,000 with royalties or something like that with the Lion King. And he said he made over the $2 million they offered him for Lion King royalties down the line. That's what Reasonable Doubt was. Reasonable Doubt was a great investment that paid off long term. It didn't have the instant impact that a lot of first albums had. It was an album that paid off long term. It was a lot of highs and lows. If you look at 98, 99, that was DMX. You can make a case Eminem was right under DMX. Going to the early 2000s, he came out with Blueprint. That was dope. But Ja Rule with Vin and Vici, and he was hot as fish grease. He was a pop rapper. He was a popular rapper. Jay-Z has never dominated rap. Never. You know what I'm saying? Never dominated. And there's no diss on him. He just came up in an era where it was hard to dominate. In the 90s, it was hard to dominate rap. But like Nicki Minaj, she got to understand that you got to pass the baton. But females don't like to pass the baton. Foxy had a hearing problem. Lil' Kim, she kind of went away. Female rappers never really worked together unless it was like Queen Latifah. She worked with a few female artists, and the Brat did her thing, and MC Light did her thing, and Lauryn Hill did her, but they all worked together. Female rap will kind of be Erykah Badu. She did a little rapping and singing. It'll be by far, one of the best things right now. But they don't want to work. They want to work against each other. Instead of her and Cardi balling together and her and Megan balling together, they want to work against each other. It's just the stupidest shit I've ever heard. But that's how females are. They only think it'd be one head bitch in charge. But it's not true. But what she's trying to do, she's trying to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? And to me, ever since Meek Mill shook her, Yella Chant, Gangsta Boo, Mia X, the boss, keep going on and on. But the female rappers. But she's just trying to be relevant. Nicki Minaj 40 fucking years old. Yeah, I remember the streets was watching. Yeah. I remember the song he had to. He said a Brooklyn 718 said Nicki ain't the first or last major artist who would do a song with 6ix9ine. People have to use 6ix9ine. He ain't going nowhere. I blocked him on Instagram, get him no attention. That's fact. He ain't going nowhere until the world open back up and he gotta do shows. Until the world open back up and he can really hold his nuts on niggas. That's when I believe it's real. If 6ix9ine come back and do these shows, he go to Houston, be live. He go to Dallas, be live. He go to New Orleans. He go to LA. He go to Oakland. He go to San Antonio. He go to Colorado, Portland, Washington State. He started doing all those East Coast. If he make a full world tour and he do club walkthroughs and he holding his nuts on nigga, he make a full tour. Hey, that mean he ain't going nowhere. But until the world open back up and he do shows, if this nigga moving his location during quarantine, imagine what happened when the world gonna open back up. Somebody gonna stretch, cuz. Watch what I tell you. He gonna go just like Vanilla Ice after he got hung out the window. He gonna take his money, go get him a little ranch. Somebody gonna test this gangster. And I don't respect. And like I said, it don't surprise me that Nicki the first artist to do a song with him. Nicki don't have no motherfucking backbone. Nicki is a rat. Not as far as like rat-a-tat-tat or tattletale like 6ix9ine. She just spineless. Anybody that keep fucking with child predators, man, I don't trust them. I don't care if you fuck the 17-year-old and I don't care. Oh, security. Oh, well, security guards can't keep him a 100 out here in these streets. I want you to go look up this video. 2 Chainz getting chased in the Bay Area. Somebody chased him with like a machine gun. When the shots get to fire, man, ain't no security in the world. He can dig up Bushido Brown. He can bring up Jim Kelly and Bruce Lee. Security not gonna last around him going state to state. It ain't gonna last. Watch what I tell you, to do club walkthroughs. I done seen Blueface get in a fight in the club, had to whoop a nigga. If he do walkthroughs, he gonna test his gangster. That's just a fact. You can talk all that shit behind the camera, bro. All that shit. At some point, you gotta get on that stage. We done seen niggas get on the stage and test a lot of niggas gangsters, bro. Look no further than DJ Quick song, Just Like Compton, bro. Go listen to that song. It's a story to tell in that song. A lot of places they went, they tested them, tested their gangster. There's still rappers getting their chain took every day. Yeah, Nicki Minaj's name, Roman Polanski, is after a child predator. Her nickname is after a child. She got a problem. And he gonna have it if the security bars get to dropping when the shots get to flying. Telling you. Security only can say you so much, bro. I'm telling you. Even, especially in the club-like scene. Remember, who got beat up on stage and security made it there too late? Somebody got slept. One of them young rappers got slept. It was, the nigga that died on Triple X Extension, whatever his name is. He got slept on stage by a San Diego rapper. I didn't even know San Diego had rappers like that. No offense to San Diego. He got slept on stage before he died, obviously. He got slept on stage, so, people, canceled Nicki Minaj right with fucking Doja Cat. Her shit is just trash to begin with. This is my opinion on it, but it is what it is. Let's talk about Eminem, man. I'm gonna read from this a little bit, so give me a minute. I'm gonna read from this. Tom Business Sports Entertainment. Check his shit out. He sent me this article. I got it this morning, man, and it's on Hip Hop DX. It's called Kwamé Recall Almost Getting Jerked by Eminem over Lloyd Banks on Fire production credit. Right. I'll try to read the quotes. He said it all started when he shopped some beats to Sha Money. Sha Money used to be the president of G Unit Records. You know, who was president of G Unit Records at the time. Sha had told him that 50 Cent liked a handful of the beats and that Kwamé will be working on his upcoming LP, The Massacre, after some radio silence. He was later contacted and told Lloyd Banks will use one of his beats for what would turn out to be the 2004 single hit On Fire. He explained they were in London and they did not let him come to the studio with them. I'm like, well, I'll fly to London. And they were like, nah, just send us the music. That's when the issues, he said that was the issue right there. When they sent Kwame back the song, Eminem had his keyboard player make some slight modifications. It's nothing that I couldn't do on my own, by the way. I could have easily made those modifications for them, but they took it upon themselves to tell me that they were in London, which I don't believe to this day. They wanted to make those changes. Problem arose when Kwame says Eminem claimed to be the song's lead producer because of two minor changes, and such actions jeopardized the blistering record from even seeing the light of day. I let everybody know I was willing to throw my whole production career away before I allow somebody to put their name on top of my work, he states. It's just not going to happen. I was willing to take the beat back and give the money back. I wasn't going to do it. Eventually, everything worked out with Kwame receiving his acknowledgement and the song going out to become Lloyd Banks' most successful solo career of his career, peaking at number 8 on the Billboard Top 100. 2020, Kwame remains active, currently working on his artist Vivian Green's new LP, as well as continuing mentoring and guiding his protege Bobby J from Rockaway. As for Eminem, he's currently celebrating the 20th anniversary of his Monster album, the Marshall Mathers LP, on Saturday, May 23rd. So what happened was he sent them a beat. Now people got this imagination of studio sessions happening where everybody in the studio, they make great songs. That's not necessarily how it goes. That's how Tupac used to do it, especially when he did All Eyes on Me. He'd rap his verse, next motherfucker come on. Master P did it. To me, that makes for a better studio session. But what they do now, the producer, you buy the beat, he send the beat, your engineer, mixer, they make sure everything go the right way, and then it's supposed to go from there. Don't happen like that all the time. You feel me? So basically, Eminem tried to steal his production. Now that On Fire beat, it don't sound shit like nothing Eminem would do. Have you ever heard Eminem beat that was that grooving? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Have you ever heard Eminem beat that soulful? No. But that's the record business. Dr. Dre been doing it his whole career. And I like Dre. Hey, Dre, I got something to say. I like Dre. But Dr. Dre been doing his whole career. Taking beats, buying beats from Jazzy Faye and saying he did it, I heard. Scott Storch giving them beats. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he used a ghostwriter. DOC was all over The Chronic. Jay-Z wrote Still Dre. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really surprise me from that aspect. But that's just the way the music industry goes. It's nothing abnormal. It's nothing abnormal. That's been the music industry. And people say, oh man, if Gilly wrote for Lil Wayne, why can't Gilly put himself on? If they don't want you to be on, they're not going to let you be on. And I'm not talking about Lil Wayne. I'm not talking about Kanye West. He used a lot of ghostwriters and different stuff. It's just the powers that be. Gilly the Kid rapped against My Sign, I think at the Def Jam headquarters, and he out-rapped My Sign. And My Sign hella nice. But guess what? Gilly's career never picked up because they never wanted it to pick up. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean had a beef with Kanye West. He rapped for Kanye West in the radio lobby. Kanye West signed him. He wasn't happy about how Kanye West wasn't moving his career. Kanye West was about to put him on the shelf and send him back home. If it wasn't for Consequence, Big Sean would have never been. So when these people use you, they got control. When you sign that record label contract, they got control over you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of artists that could have went on and be dope. Adina Howard story was one of the biggest freeze outs never really told. She had one of the hottest fucking records, and she was one of the hottest chicks in the 90s. If you don't know, she had a Freak Like Me song. That was one of the dopest one-hit wonders in the 90s. I need a roughneck nigga that can satisfy me. Dun dun dun. It was all over motherfucker from Boys to Men and Brandy. Epic freeze out. P. Diddy known for freeze. The locks can never be the locks again because of P. Diddy. So you ask him if this Quentin Miller wrote for Drake, or if Ron Fest wrote for Kanye West and Gilly really wrote for Lil Wayne, why they couldn't put their stuff on? The record industry is a hierarchy. If they don't want you to be on, you won't be on. If they want you to be a fucking a songwriter, ghostwriter, how many times Jadakiss wrote for fucking Puff? Royce da 5'9" wrote for Puff? You ain't got no choice. 50 Cent wrote for Puff. They didn't want 50 Cent to be in the game. If it wasn't for Eminem, 50 Cent would never became. And if 50 Cent never became, maybe there was never a game. So I'm not like shaming Eminem. That's normal in the record industry. It's normal. It's a lot of motherfuckers. I mean, I was listening to an old Vlad interview. What's so funny about it was the first interview he did with Webby and Boosie. And apparently, the Bone Crusher song, Ain't Never Scared, that was some niggas from Mississippi song, Recent Big. That's somebody's whole song that Bone Crusher stole. Took his whole song. He said them boys don't even want to rap no more. So think about how many motherfuckers shit been stolen. Look at the Matrix movie. A black woman worked the Matrix. Had to sue, and she won her lawsuit and won a lot of money. That was her idea. The music industry has always been about stealing from the small guy. But if you don't know Kwamé's story, Kwamé was a rap legend. He was like with Kid and Play, the Polka Dots. You know what I'm saying? He was more the dancing type dude, and like I said, Vin Diesel was his cousin, and that's another dude who don't identify with being black. Vin Diesel. Ask Vin Diesel if he a nigga and see what he say. You know, Kwamé had his own thing. He was kind of Kid and Play, kind of era. Right there, they were like really New Jack, but he was a nice kid, a nice rapper. He was a lot nicer than a lot of these dudes today, and Biggie on Unbelievable killed his career. He said all that polka dot shit whack, and after that, he said he went broke. Women problems, and then he recreated himself as a super producer. But he has his milestone in rap, and going back to the Kid and Play days, to me rap was better then. The 90s was the golden era of rap. You had great one-hit wonders, a lot of stuff. He said Bone Crusher was on the original. He just ran off and put T.I. and Big Boy on the track. He took the track. It wasn't his song. It wasn't Big Boy. That was it was Killer Mike. I think Big Boy was on a remix, maybe. That's just how the music industry is, bro. This dude, and that ain't no fucking Eminem track. We on fire. Eminem don't have that type of soulful. You can say a lot of things about Eminem. He can rap like a brother, but he ain't soul brother. Not number 1, not number 10, not number 35, not number 1. He ain't soul brother nothing. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be no second stimulus, my brother. Could be. But I doubt it. Heard they cutting the enhanced unemployment too. Eminem ain't got a soulful fucking bone in his body. Not a soulful bone in his body. And that's just the guy, not to knock him. But even if they said Eminem did that beat, I wouldn't believe it. None of his production he rap on sound shit like that. But Dr. Dre been stealing niggas beats for years, bro. Yeah, Ice Cube stole from Cypress Hill. I was just gonna mention that. DMX took a K Solo song. So that been going on for a long time. You gotta just wonder about it. Straight Drake stole from Party Next Door. Yeah, Drake always stealing somebody's song. This nigga don't just take a verse, he take the whole song. Zulu said they trying to force us back to work, no stimulus. Ain't nothing new, man. So when people talk about Drake and all these other dudes, man, there's a lot of motherfuckers behind it. Even Meek. They were saying Meek had AR Ab in the studio helping them write. Beanie Siegel helping them write. So a lot of these dudes that got these hit records is artificial. It's not organic. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta kind of appreciate. You know, real artists. And it's hard to know who the real artist was. That didn't use ghostwriters. The dudes that considered themselves MCs, the RZA, the Jizza. Well, not the RZA. Jizza, Ghostface, Method Man, Redman. You know, like I said before, Eminem was just a bite off of Redman with a Midwest twist to him. Eminem is Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twista, and Redman, you know, kind of combined. That's Eminem style. That's not an original style. E40 had original style, like it or not. That's original. That's something that somebody had never done before. Ice Cube with his reality raps. That's something nobody was rapping about. Ice-T kind of did it, and Schoolie D had it in Philadelphia, but Ice Cube, you know, basically implemented it. That was their own style. DJ Quick, they created that style. That was the sound of the West Coast for a long time. Originality is really, really underrated now. But I wouldn't believe Eminem push that beat if he wanted to. Eminem produced him, I ain't gonna lie. That beat, it wasn't soulful. That ain't soulful. That is not a soulful beat. I like Superman too, but that's not a soulful beat. That's not soulful. That on Fire had soul in it, bro. It had rhythm to it. You ain't about to hit the dance floor and dance to. How many bitches Eminem had dancing his videos for real? Like black chicks twerking and or dancing with a rhythm. Not too many. He said at least the East Coast and South puts on local artists. West Coast just steal from the smaller artists. Yup. Or don't pay for the features. Yeah, that motherfucker Eminem ain't got no soulful shit in it. Let's talk about what Dr. Dre said so I'll do Q&A and I'll wrap it up. Talk about what Drake. Hey Dre, I got something to say. Okay, let me pull this up. Give me a minute. One minute, y'all. I'm gonna pull this up. I thought I had it already pulled up. There we go. He says Dr. Dre down how artists ruin, how social media ruins artist mystique. He said I probably would have hated social media when I was coming up. Dre says around the 15-minute mark of the interview on British GQ, the interview on YouTube. He said that's a certain mystique that gets destroyed. I like mystique. I like waiting. I don't need anybody to know where I am every minute or what I'm doing or what I'm about to do. He added there's a certain mystique that came along with music that was entertaining to wait to see what was about to happen. And, you know, to be honest, I agree with that statement. That's what kind of drove me here to kind of get this last topic for the night was that's true because a lot of artists previewing music and you don't even get a chance to enjoy it like when it dropped. Like when Beyonce dropped a surprise album, that's, you know, everybody get to enjoy it. She didn't say I'm dropping an album. I might drop an album here and there. It's just something about just dropping music and just letting it drop into the frying pan. You know, dropping your single and letting people see what it's about. Not letting them know, oh, I'm dropping a single. Oh, I'll be here, then I'll be there. Sometimes just pop up and do your thing. But social media, it oversaturates the artist. I think I can say it a little bit better than he can. It oversaturates the artist. You see your artist every day. And it seems like these artists just want to bang out a wave. They just want to ride the wave till they can't ride it no more. What I mean by that is, now everybody doing what DMX and Plies did. DMX dropped 2 albums in 1 year. The difference about it was both the albums was fucking legendary. Plies dropped like 3 albums in like 18 months or some shit like that. And it felt like he oversaturated himself. A lot of these artists are doing that. While they hot right now and everything they drop can just go to fish grease, they not taking no time to perfect their craft. Even the production is bullshit now. And like somebody told me in my comment section like a week or two ago, the true heroes in music are the engineers and the mixers who make this bullshit sound good. That's the God honest truth. Those are the true heroes. A lot of these dudes, they creating beats on their phone and they just rap. They just throwing some shit on the track and they just saying, while I'm hot right now, I'm gonna make as much money as I can. If I owe the record label 5 albums, shit, by the time 18 months come, they got 5 projects already out there. You like, damn, he just dropped in January. Oh, he dropping in March. He's dropping in September. He dropping in November again. Oh, he dropping in February again. They drop all this music at once and it don't even be quality. But these kids are so doped up on drugs, they don't care. And then they previewing new music every day. They drop the album, they prove it in the next album. Because it's no craftsmanship going into the craft. If that makes some sense. They not perfecting their craft no more. Nobody is getting better. They just banging out the same groove. They find their niche and they just gonna niche it till they can't niche it no more. In social media, they previewing music. Oh, I got this new song coming. I got this new song coming out. And everybody's so dubbed up, they don't care no more. There is no longer people hearing the music or comprehending the music no more. They're not doing that no more. If you comprehend the music, it wouldn't be no surprise how demonic or how just straight up gay a lot of these dudes is. When you get to a certain level, like in music, when you've been around the block a little bit, and I bought and listened to a lot of albums over, and I only listen to rap and R&B as far as albums, right? I was a musician. It's something special that come around of being able to comprehend music. What a lot of times you saying stuff that you don't even understand you saying. And I listen to that, and I use this as an example all the time. Lil Nas X song. I listened to that song one time and knew what it was about. I searched it and they somebody, oh, come out the closet. People on Twitter asked him to come out the closet. He was gay. No doubt my song. And people say, oh, I love this song. This is better than the gangster music. I'd rather my kid listen to this. You rather your kid, grow up and be a mook? Because that's what it's doing. It's subliminally telling your kid to be gay. But a lot of people don't understand it. The parents can't comprehend nothing. They don't understand the essence of music. And that's something that come along. Spellbound's a song. Good Look by K Solo. That DMX song stole, allegedly. What a lot of people don't understand in rap and music in general, you can sing a song, but you don't comprehend it. But being a musician helps you comprehend. And I also say that every person in this world should always play an instrument or just kind of dabble in being a musician. I played a little guitar, I play some other instruments, but it helps you appreciate the craftsmanship of a song, no matter what song it is. If it's Mexican, Indian, Chinese, if it's hip hop, if it's pop, if it's blues, rhythm and blues, that helps you that help you with comprehension. A lot of shit people saying going up their head when people say, "Oh, JC boring," and it's because he too complex. A lot of some people say, "Well, he don't say nothing complex. He's just going over your head." If you don't approach somebody's music with an open mind, you're not gonna understand it. That's what people say. Oh, I don't like Nas or this, that, and the third. You never really heard Nas. You probably heard a radio single, but you never tried to comprehend it. And right now, if it's too complex for people, they're not gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't have conscious rappers no more. It's too complex. People ain't trying to hear that shit. They just want to pop pills, get high, get drunk, and don't even know what they be listening to. And it's garbage. People say, why are you still listening to 50 in the game, hate it or love it? Or why do you still listen to Nas, Illmatic? Or you always playing the Chronic? Nigga, that's what I like. I still play Run DMC. Still play Grandmaster Flash in the Free Spot. Still playing Kool Mo D. Still playing the old LL Cool J. Still playing DMX. Grand Champ. Great Depression. I still play his shitty shit. Because I truly appreciate the craftsmanship that those guys laid. Capital Punishment. Midnight Marauders. I truly, even more than now, appreciate their craftsmanship. I appreciate the DJ Premiers, the P Rocks, you know what I'm saying, the Rick Rubins of the world. You know, I appreciate their craftsmanship, bro. It's a dying breed. The pen is a dying breed in rap. Ain't nobody got no good pen no more for real. Kendrick, J. Cole, Crit, you know, they got good pens, but other than them, who really got a good pen? Somebody else borrowed somebody else's pen. Yeah, Jay-Z overrated. I mean, you can say he overrated, but the discovery speaks for itself. If it was that easy to do it, everybody would do it. Penmanship is gone. And I forever live in the 2000s on back, early 2000s on back. Do I try to open my mind up to some of these rappers? Not yet. I like 21 Savage a bit. I like Future. I'm not going to deny it. You know what I'm saying? They got okay music for that era. But it just seemed like the early 2000 OGs dropped the ball with this generation. They glorifying the user, and you know, it is what it is. And one thing I say about Dr. Dre, if I open up questions, if you follow me on social media, I never tell you what I'm doing or where I'm at. Privacy is very, very, it's like number one for me. You know what I'm saying? I move how I'm gonna move. I ain't never telling nobody what I'm doing, how I'm moving, where I'm coming, where I'm going. That shit just annoying to me. Social media is one annoying mother place. Oh, I'm at the beach. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, niggas to get the drop on your ass. Well, I got my stimulus check. Somebody gonna rob you. But like I said, people that always, I hate people that you be around them and they always gotta go live for people doing what they doing. I just telling you, that's a disconnect. I always hung with people older than me, for the most part. Always been a leader. Always. I ain't got time to follow nobody. Always been a leader. Y'all got any questions? Let's chop it up real quick. If you got some questions. If not, I'm about to skirt. Any questions in the chat? I do got one more video I'm probably gonna put up today, so I wanted to put up before I did this, but it wasn't gonna happen. I wanted to go on around 8:30, but I couldn't. I had to go shoot a move. So he said underground scene still has solid writers. Yep, that's it. And they steal from them. Yep. Underground scene used to be hot when I was a kid, bro. Real talk. Philly had heat. Philly had real heat coming in the underground. Real talk. Philadelphia underground scene was crazy. The Battle of the Beats, they had a lot of heat coming out of there. Any more questions? Hip hop related, I'll answer them. Alright then, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget to check out our Hip Hop 101 playlist. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze. Use the promo code Goodfellow Unboxing, 18% off the 100% all natural products. The website, promo code in the description. Don't forget to check out our other sponsors, cell phone buyers, recyclers. Call that number on the screen. If you got an iPhone you want to sell or a cell phone, or you can hit their social media up or website up. That's in the description. Don't forget to check out my boy Dame J, brand new album, No Regrets. He got a visual coming. I'll plug y'all in the community tab and do a video on it. Like I said, he got 10 solid tracks, man. Really good music, man. So check it out. Apple, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. He got you covered. Check it out. No Regrets by Dame J. You won't be sad. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time.